Hello kids, let's start with our English subject, lesson number 13, The Adventures of Gulliver. Now let's see. Gulliver's Travels is an interesting book written by a well-known English writer, Jonathan Swift, in which he describes the voyages of Gulliver to various lands like Lilliput and Brobdingnag. Now what is the meaning of voyages? A long journey, especially by ship. Though the character of Gulliver and these strange sounding lands are imaginary, Gulliver's experience and adventures are written so well that they seem real and true to life. Gulliver, the story tells us, worked as a surgeon on ship. Now, what is surgeon? A doctor who is specially trained to perform medical operations. As such, he made several voyages. In May 1699, he sailed on the ship the Antelope. On the return journey in November, a violent storm sank his ship and Gulliver swam to save his life. Violent means sudden and powerful. Late in the evening, he found himself marooned on a strange land. Maroon means stuck, left in a place from which you cannot escape. Weak and exhausted, he slept for about 9 hours. Exhausted means extremely tired. It was daylight when he awoke. Let us read what happened next in his own words. Now, Gulliver meets the Lilliputians. I tried to get up from the ground, but I could not move. I was lying on my back. Then I found that my arms and feet were held down to the ground with strings. My hair, which was long, was held down in the same way. Thousands of strings have been passed across my body so that I could not move any part of me but could only lie there on my back looking up at the sky. In a little time, I felt something alive moving on my foot. Then it came over my body and up to my face. Turning my eyes down as much as I could, I saw a man. He was not half a foot high. By his dress, he seemed to be a soldier. Then there came 40 more, following the first. I was so much surprised that I gave a great cry. Then they all ran back in great fear, and as I was told later, some of them were hurt in jumping down from my side onto the ground. Gulliver attempts to pull free. Attempts means tries. After pulling very hard, I got one arm up from the ground. I also raised my head. This gave me great pain, for many of the hair were pulled out. I put my hand to catch some of little men, but they ran away before I could close my hand on them. Then I heard a noise and felt a pricking in my hand like that 1,000 needles. I found that they were shooting arrows at me.